Italo.
All right, Barbara. Keep the pressure on him, honey.
Okay, yep.
Looks like a pike. Okay, lift
like
him up out of the water so we can have a good look at him.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe he's going to be, yeah, he might be eating size, 27 inches. Huh? What we're going to do is, yeah, nice. I like the way they try to jump when you get him close to the boat. Okay, that's perfect for the amount of line out, Barb, for me to grab him. Okay. So just steer him now. He hit that jointed X-wrap.
He did. Which
is a really good lure. Do you remember all the tarpon you got in Cuba with it? And I don't know if I can lift him up by it. I'm going to try. It's actually not a bad technique to hold the lure if both the treble hooks are in the fish. Now, you know, these aren't huge pike, but there are big pike, I'm sure up to 20, almost 30 pounds here on Eagle Lake. This is actually a really good eating size. So he's under 27 inches. And today is Tuesday, and they have a community shore lunch back at the lodge. And the anglers that like to eat fish, because you know, not everybody likes to eat fish, keep the fish that they want to eat, whether they're walleye or pike. And because we're not fishing for walleye, we're casting these shorelines to get larger pike and muskie. I think this is going to be an ideal one, Barb, to keep. I'm guessing he's about 25 inches. So what I'm going to do is use the cradle, but not to land the fish, but just to get a quick tape measure. So he is fine, Barb, to keep. He's actually a perfect size.
Good.
Okay, so we're going to put him in the live well. Well done, Barbara.
Thank you.
Barb, what a nice hit right in front of the boat.
What did you get?
You know what? It's a nice pike.
All right.
Oh, man. You know what I love about these Eagle Lake pike? They come flying out of the water. Remember the ones you got yesterday?
Yes, they like to fly.
I mean, this is so much fun. You know, if you come up here to Eagle Lake Island Lodge and you come up with your family, it's great to get walleyes, you know, and usually, especially in October, the walleyes are a little bit deeper. So you're getting them in probably 20 to 40 feet on the reefs and shoals, fishing baits right along the bottom, whether it's jigs and bait or a worm harness, that kind of thing. But these pike are so much fun because you can come into any of these weedy bays and you can see how gorgeous and lush this bay is. And you can catch them all day long. He's got that lure right in the side of the mouth. You know what, Barb? I think earlier I saw a bigger one come up.
Is that right?
Yep, so we're going to slide him in the cradle. Man, you're a pro at that thing, Barb.
Yep.
Look it, he's going to go in just like leading it in the purse.
Yes.
And closed. Perfect.
There we go.
Now, if you want to bring it up horizontally, I'm going to get my glove on. I love to get this glove slime, by the way. Okay, see if you can bring it right up, Barb, and keep it horizontal. When you get it up, I'll grab it by putting my hand over the gill plate, and then I'll get the hook out. The one thing I really like about these cradles is that you keep the fish horizontal so you don't have gravity pulling down on everything. Got it, Barb?
Yes.
Okay, if you hold it like that, I'll try to put my grip on it. Now look, did he want that Vibrex spinner? There's a spinner right there. So he came up and nailed it. You know, we were targeting some of the bigger fish and throwing bigger baits, and I did see a good size pike that I'm guessing was another 4 or 5 pounds bigger than this fish come up. And I almost had it, Barb. And he missed the big bait twice. I was throwing the big K16 quick fish. And I thought I'd put this slightly smaller Vibrex on. And they got lots of teeth. Can you tell, Barb?
Yes, I can
He doesn't want to let go. Come on, it's metal. It's not good for you. Plus you're going to do teeth damage. Okay? So I put on a smaller spinner, and look at that. Okay, Barb, I'm going to put him in the cradle, just so he revives. I'm going to just make sure that he's sitting upright. Now, you know, these cradles are great because they allow the fish to sit in a horizontal position. A lot of people think that if you just throw fish back in the water, they'll be fine. But especially when you've handled them, and in that case, you know, I had to have a pretty good grip on that fish and pull the spinner out of his mouth. It took me a few seconds. So now, see, now he's ready to go. So all I'm going to do, Barb, if you lower the front, I'm going to lead him out. And you can see him right there.
Yes.
That is a beautiful fish.
It is.
There he goes. Barbara, well done.
Thank you.
Okay, now let me show you the spinner. Because you know, I do a lot of trout fishing, and I see that that fish has mangled the spinner. And he opened the snap too, which is kind of interesting. So for trout, for those of you that like to fish either trout in lakes or trout in rivers, you know the spinners work really well because they've got a lot of flash and so on. Now this number 5 blade is one of the biggest ones. They actually make one that's 6. So this would be a little bit too big to use for trout if you're fishing in lakes. Mind you, I get lots of rainbows in the Niagara River on a number 5 and also some salmon. But what's important is that you check your spinner, like look at what that pike did. You see that nice curvature? That's not good because it's not going to spin right. So either use your hands, like I'm doing now, to try to get it as straight as possible, or use your pliers, which I have in my right hand, okay? So this Vibrex spinner is very unique, okay? Because you see that it's hollow inside, it's like a bell, and then there's a gear. You see those teeth? I'll try to knock it down here. So it comes down. See those teeth that are on that gear? That's very important because that gear spins around when it's going through the water, and the water goes through the bell goes from side to side. So if I put that gear inside here, just slide the bell down, what happens is you get a lot of vibrations. That's why they call it a Vibrex, okay? And that little bit of bucktail, which is deer tail hair, is kind of neat because it usually closes the deal. When that fish gets behind it and up to it, and it sees that hair going back and forth, it just nails it.
Fisher girl! Catch the passion!
For girls who want to have fun while they're fishing, the ultralight or light action mermaid rod from Fisher Girl are ideal. They're both 2-piece rods that break apart, and they have the EVA grip that is very comfortable. This rod here has a rear drag that you can tighten or loosen the line, and it also has a pop-off spool, so it's easy to change the line depending on what kind of fish you want to catch. No matter which rod you use, you're going to have a lot of fun, even if you're catching a small fish, because you're going to enjoy the fight.